Hello there. This is a 1 year update on our BMW i3, which arrived with 8 miles on the clock and now is sitting at just over 10,000, almost 10,500 miles. The very first thing we did was buy some seat covers for it to protect the fabric seats. Now my wife picked this white and blue leatherette with her initials on the headrests. I think it's a bit much, but she loves them. The i3 effectively replaced our Citroen C3, which is about the similar size and a similar amount of interior space. The styling, I still think, looks pretty fresh. Given that the model's just about to go out of production, it still looks pretty futuristic and different. Before we ordered, I was a bit concerned about how the imperial blue would look against the black bonnet and the not quite black roof, but I actually think it's quite a striking combination. Everyone seems to think the roof is black, but when you see it in different lights, you can see it's just lacquered carbon fibre, and it looks pretty cool. Everyone seems to assume that the i3's a tiny little car, like a smart car, but in reality it's actually fairly tall and has a decent amount of space inside. So here it is against an Enyaq, so you can see kind of what height it is. It's a bit narrower, but height-wise it's pretty close. It's definitely significantly bigger than current shape Minis, and it's got a totally different profile. Higher roof, shorter bonnet, more interior space. I got the i3 through a salary sacrifice scheme at my work, and the equivalent petrol engine car for the same money was the Volkswagen Up, which again, significantly smaller and has a bit less interior space. The i3's worked out cheaper to run than the Up would have been, and this journey we're on about 4.5, 4.6 miles per kilowatt hour. But overall, if I go into the correct menu, not that one, let me go back. Overall, it's averaged 4.3 miles per kilowatt hour over the last 10,000 miles. I've done a separate video looking at the running costs of that compared to the C3 and compared to a BMW 520 diesel. There we go, 4.3 miles per kilowatt hour over the last year. What about living with it? Well, over the winter, the headlights proved to be pretty effective. I'm still a massive fan of the pillarless doors. So when you open the door, it just looks amazing. And the interior still looks modern and up to date. I also like the fact that when you open the door, you can see the carbon fibre reinforced plastic that makes up the shell. So you can see how it's constructed. I think that's a nice touch. In terms of the interior and space, it's about on par with the C3 for interior space. More headroom, but a little less rear legroom maybe. I still think the dash and the way it's all laid out looks pretty contemporary, given that it's a 9-year-old model. This one has the larger screen, so you can split your screen and have the radio and the nav split, or you can have full screen if you want. Has wireless Apple CarPlay. That's pretty much all we needed. The little instrument cluster also has a good range of info available. So mileage, service and details, trip computer, your battery percentage can come up there, your remaining range, and so on. So pretty effective. In terms of ride and handling performance, 170 horsepower in a car weighing 1200 kilos, it's pretty quick. And it feels pretty responsive when you're driving. It certainly feels livelier than the Q4 that we've got. But the comfort level isn't quite as high as the Q4. Overall, we've been really pleased with the i3 as a runabout car for the commute and everything. It's not a perfect family car, but it's cheap to run and it performs really well. That's all I've got for you today. Thanks for watching. Remember to like and subscribe. If you've got any comments about what videos you'd like to see from the i3 or from the Q4, let us know in the comments. Thanks for watching.